There was once a city full of laughter, children's voices, and the hum of a proud Soviet dream. Today, only silence remains. This is Pripyat, the city frozen in time, on April 26, 1986. The world changed forever. A routine safety test at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant spiraled into the worst nuclear disaster in human history. What began as a flicker of light became a storm of invisible death. Pripyat was founded in 1970, built for the workers of the nearby Chernobyl power plant. It was young, modern, and full of life, a model Soviet city with schools, theaters, and an amusement park that promised joy. Nearly 50,000 people lived here. Engineers, teachers, doctors, children, all united by the promise of progress. In photographs, you can still see smiles, birthdays, and weddings. No one knew that their paradise was built beside a ticking time bomb. It was just after 1 a.m. on April 26, 1986, engineers at reactor number 4 began a safety test, one that was supposed to be routine. But a combination of design flaws and human error led to disaster. The reactor's power dropped too low. Control rods jammed, and within seconds, pressure built to impossible levels. At 1:23:45 a.m., the reactor exploded. 2 massive blasts tore through the building, sending a column of radioactive fire hundreds of meters into the sky. Graphite blocks and glowing debris rained down. Firefighters rushed in, unaware that the invisible radiation would kill many of them within. Their bravery was unmatched, and their sacrifice immeasurable. For 36 hours, the people of Pripyat continued their lives. Children went to school, weddings took place, and no one was told the truth. Then, on April 27, 1986, the announcement came. Comrades, please gather your belongings. The evacuation will be temporary. You will return in 3 days. They packed clothes, pets, and photo albums, not knowing they were leaving forever. More than 200 buses arrived to carry the citizens away. The city fell silent that evening, a silence that has lasted more than 3 decades. Over time, nature began to take back what humanity abandoned. Trees cracked through concrete. Wolves, deer, and foxes now roam the empty streets. The famous Ferris wheel stands motionless, never once used. Pripyat became a ghost city, preserved by radiation and time, a haunting museum of a vanished world. Yet in this silence, life found a way to return. The Chernobyl disaster exposed deep flaws in the Soviet RBMK reactor design, unstable, under-tested, and lacking safety features. When the reactor exploded, it released more radiation than the Hiroshima bomb, hundreds of times over. Radioactive clouds drifted across Europe, reaching as far as Sweden and the UK. Thousands were exposed to deadly radiation. In the following years, a concrete sarcophagus was built to contain the ruins, and decades later, a massive steel dome sealed it from the world. Even today, deep inside Reactor 4, the fire still smolders, a reminder that some things never truly end. Among the many heroes were the firefighters who ran toward the flames. One of them was Vasily Ignatenko. His wife, Lyudmila, stayed by his side as radiation tore through his body. "He wasn't a ghost," she said. "He was still my husband. And I held him until the end." Thousands of workers, the liquidators, risked everything to prevent a second explosion. Some shoveled radioactive debris by hand. Others flew helicopters into toxic clouds. Their names are often forgotten, but their courage saved millions. The Chernobyl disaster changed the world. It reshaped how we think about nuclear power, safety, and the cost of human error. It revealed the price of silence and the danger of hiding truth. Decades later, scientists, filmmakers, and tourists walk through the ruins of Pripyat, each seeking to understand what happened. The rusted classrooms, empty beds, and quiet playgrounds whisper the same message. This must never happen again. Time stopped here, but its echoes still reach us. Pripyat stands as both a warning and a memory, a city once alive with dreams, now frozen forever in silence. Silent history, a city frozen in time.